Hey everybody, you're with Gans Rustback. Today I'm going to talk about the movie that Rob Zombie basically steals from every time he makes a movie. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, fucking Lords of Salem even, 31. Definitely 31. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure 3 from Hell has got a little bit of it in there. I'm talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. So before I... let's talk... it's going to be a loaded one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sure you've heard of it, but if you haven't, it's a cult classic. It's about a bunch of kids that drive out into the country in fucking Texas, get captured by a cannibal family wielding a fucking chainsaw, right? It's gone down in history. They've made remakes upon remakes and sequels. The direct sequel, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, directed by the guy who directed the original, Tobe Hooper. And I don't know, man. I mean, if the OG is gonna fucking shit all over his own fucking masterpiece, then God, this is America. Let the motherfucker do it, you know what I'm saying? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it's a completely different beast. The first one, you've got like this documentary feel, and it's just very grungy, gritty, just gross, but you feel like you're there. 2 is just all B-movie, over-the-top ridiculousness. It could have been its own fucking movie. It's almost like a parody of itself. You've got fucking Dennis Hopper. He's a sheriff that wields 2 different chainsaws because he's going after the Chainsaw family, and, he's got that vendetta shit going on. Bill Moseley is probably my favorite character in it. He's the most disturbing. He is also in House of a Thousand Corpses, so he was taken as well. If you think about it, it's got similar steps. It's got everything that Rob Zombie has in a movie. You've got Bill Moseley, you've got a sheriff that's on a vendetta, because this crazy psycho family is going off the rails that kills somebody he loves or some stupid shit like that. Oh, you've got an underground fucking compound of just evilness. I like it. Honestly, I used to be a big fan of A House of a Thousand Corpses until I saw this fucking movie. I remember the first time I saw, Corpses, it was with that one, goth kid in high school, and he was like, you gotta watch this. And I did, and I didn't like it at first, and then I saw Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is pretty good. It's probably going to be best Rob Zombie movie that anyone will ever remember him for. Lords of Salem also takes a little bit from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. You got the radio DJ, The only thing that Rob Zombie doesn't take from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is fucking Sherry Moon Zombie. He puts that shit fucking extra icing on the cake, man. And her booty, half naked all the time. I think she made a cameo on Californication. Honestly, if you're a Rob Zombie fan and you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it's gonna make you look at those movies a little bit differently. I mean, did he do enough with, if you thought that the Halloween movies that he made were trash and that he just completely bastardized something, he's been bastardizing, 70s horror the whole fucking time. Twist! Bruce Willis is alive! Rob Zombie is a fucking hack! But I will say, he can throw a good show. I was really trying to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson in fucking concert, but, I missed it. So I ended up having to see Rob Zombie and fucking Alice Cooper in concert. Alice Cooper killed himself 9 times. Rob Zombie harassed the audience for not fucking being lit enough. He yelled at a fucking bouncer. I think that might have been staged. I don't know. Best parts of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Bill Moseley's got a metal plate in his head and he's constantly picking the skin off of it. It's really fucking creepy. The opening scene, Leatherface jumps on a fucking truck and rips everybody out with a chainsaw. It's pretty ridiculous. The ending chase where the woman is going through the catacomb and finds the family, very much like in 31, around a fucking dinner table with, you guessed it, fucking human flesh. And then the final confrontation where Dennis Hopper jumps out of a sewer drain into the fucking catacomb and whips out his chainsaw and has his whole final duel. That's pretty dope, too. I'll give it to you. If you're looking to watch a Rob Zombie movie, watch this first. Don't let it spoil it, because if you watch this after you've seen all those fucking movies, you're going to be fucking, desensitized. You got to see you got to see it where it was done first right, all right? Not saying, There's a couple of his movies I want to rewatch again, like Lords of Salem. I haven't seen 3 from Hell yet. 31, I don't know. He should have just done that from the get, but like, I would say it goes Devil's Rejects, 31, Lords of Salem, House of a Thousand Corpses, the Halloween movies, and then El Super Beasto, if you know what the fuck that is. I couldn't get through that garbage either. It's like every fucking cult hack has to make a little cartoon while they're stoned or some shit. You know, speaking of Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson was supposed to make a fucking movie like a decade ago called Phantasmagoria about the visions of Lewis Carroll. It was going to have that fucking blonde chick from 13 that he was banging. I was so stoked for that. But then he, drank too much absinthe and, left his wife for that blonde chick, and then she left him because she grew up. He was 40, she was, 21? They fucked in that video? Speaking of Marilyn Manson, I heard he's got this fucking movie out called Let Me Make You a Martyr or some shit, and he plays a cult leader. Now, I always think of this movie right before I'm about to go to bed, and I'm like smoking a joint, and I'm just like, I want to watch this, but god damn it, why don't I think about this earlier in the day? I might have to watch that later. But anyway, yeah, check it out.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
It's not on Hulu. It's on fucking Amazon Prime. So check it the fuck out.